Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. Today we are going to start a new chapter of NCERT, that is Heredity and Evolution. This is very interesting chapter of NCERT syllabus. Here we are talking about heredity. Heredity, actually what is heredity? As you know that you all are similar in some features with your parents. Okay, when the reproduction take place, means when the offsprings take birth, then they carry some characteristics from the mother, some from the father. Okay, as we all know, during the sexual reproduction, when the cross fertilization take place, that time some chromosomes are taken from the mother and some chromosomes from the father are fused, and then they prepare a fertilized egg that carry the characteristics of both male gamete as well as female gamete. Okay, so here we can understand that what is heredity, as we all are same with our we all resemble to our parents in some characteristics. Some are tall. Okay, if your mother and father is tall, then definitely you will be tall. Okay, if your mother is having dark color hair and as well as she has curly hair, so maybe you or your brother have or your sibling have curly hair. So I must say that we get some characteristics common from the parents only. These are known as hereditary characters. Okay, so what is heredity? Heredity means the transfer of characters from parents, means from one generation to the other generation, means transfer of characters from parents to the generation, parents to the offspring, that is heredity. Okay, so let me tell you what is heredity. Heredity means transfer of some characters, from parents to offspring, means from one generation to the other, or we can write transfer of some characters from one generation to the other generation. Okay, so this is known as heredity. Now what is evolution? Evolution means development. Okay, so sequence of gradual development from complex life form from the simple life form. Okay, that is known as evolution. Evolution means drastic change. Okay, so what is evolution? Let me define. Evolution means sequence of gradual development of complex life form from the simple life form. Okay, already we have studied about in class 9th. Okay, so here we are talking about evolution. Evolution means a drastic change. When changes take place continuously, means a sequence development is there. Okay, so here heredity means when the characters are transferred from parents to the offsprings, they are heredity. And evolution means when there is a drastic change in the structure or organization of an organism. Okay, so a sequence of gradual development of complex life from the simple life form is known as evolution. Okay, now first of all we will talk about heredity. Generally, when characters are transferred from one generation to another, So we cannot say that whatever characteristics your father have, you have same all the characters from your father, or we cannot say that you carry all the characters of your mother. Means you carry only some characters from which are common from the mother and father. Okay, but some variations are there. What are variations? Variations means the differences in the characters. Okay, in the offspring. Got it? Means when an offspring takes birth, that time he or she carries some characters from the mother and father, but some characters are different from the parents. Okay, this is known as variation. Okay, so variation means variation, the differences in the characters of the offspring offspring from the parents. Means the characters which are totally different from the parents, these are known as variations. Now why these variations take place? These take place just because of the reproduction. These take place during the time of the reproduction. So what are the reasons? So let me mention. Chances of causes of variations are chances of sequence of chromosome variations, causes of variations, causes of variations. If we talk about causes of variation, then first of all it will be chances of chromosome variations. Okay, chances of separation of chromosome. Okay, as well as crossing over during meiosis. Hope you all have studied about meiosis and mitosis in class 9th in the cell division chapter. So crossing over during meiosis is the reason for the variation. Okay, beside it, sequence chance coming together of chromosomes, during fertilization. Okay, so as I told you that during the sexual reproduction, when the male and female gametes get fused and they form a new zygote, okay, that time this zygote carries some characters. Means that new baby which take place, which get birth, he carry some characters from the mother and some characters from the father, which are common in him. Okay, so this process is known as heredity, but that offspring carries some different characters. These characters are known as variations. Now what are the reasons for variations? Reasons for variations are chances of separation of chromosome, fine, crossing over during meiosis, and chance coming together of chromosome during fertilization. So these are the reasons why the variation take place. Now we will talk about Mendel. Okay, Gregor Mendel, who has contributed himself, who has given a great contribution in the field of this genetics. Okay, now let me tell you about the Gregor Mendel. Actually, if we talk about Mendel, then he was born in July 22, 1822 in Austria. Okay, Mendel's contribution in genetics. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you about the general introduction. I want to give you general introduction about Mendel, that he was born in he was born on 22nd July 1822 in Austria. Okay, then what he did, he shown his experiment on the pea plant. Okay, so he did his experiments. He did his experiments on the pea plant. Okay, so whenever we choose something for the experiment, and especially here as we are talking about the genetics, so whenever we choose something for the experiment, what are the reasons behind it, what are the characteristics which we choose for the experiments? They are height, color. Okay, so these are the special characters which are chosen for the experiment, especially here in the case of pea plant. Pea is generally known as Pisum sativum, that is the botanical name of pea. Okay, so why did the Mendel choose pea plant here? Actually, the reason behind it was that it has a short life cycle. Okay, so it was easy for Mendel to do the study of various generation. Okay, as well as it grow very fast. So this was the reason behind it that the Mendel chose pea plant for his experiments. Mendel chose pea plant for his experiments as it grow very fast. It grow very fast, as well as it has short life cycle. So it was easy for him to study various generation of pea plant. Okay, so if he wanted to do the experiment with the pea plant, so it was easy for him to do the various experiments with it. So that, why? Because it has a short life cycle, so it was easy for him. So here, as I told you, that he chose the he chose pea plant, means that was a garden pea plant. What was the reason behind it? It was the reason that it grow fast, and as well as it has a short life cycle. Now what are the contrasting characters which we are talking here about, the which he chose in the pea plant? Okay, what was the reason, what was the contrasting characters which he chose in the garden pea plant? They were plant size or height. Okay, what were the first thing which he thought, that he thought about its height or size? So it was, he chose two types of plants. One was totally pure, means one was totally tall, and another was dwarf. Okay, when he did his experiment, the first character which he chose was the height or size of the plant. Means one plant was totally tall, means it was pure, and another was dwarf. Okay, then position of flower on the stem. Find the plant which was tall, it was axial, and the plant which was dwarf, it was terminal. Okay, another thing, color of unripe pod. Okay, so color of unripe pod in the dominant plant, in the dominant trait, was green, as well as in the recessive was yellow. Okay, shape of pod, it was inflated in dominant, and it was constricted in the dwarf plant which was recessive. Shape of seed means after the fertilization, the seed, what was the shape of seed? Then shape of seed of the tall plant was round, and the dwarf plant which was wrinkled. Okay, color of the seed yellow, and here the another plant which he took, that was dwarf, means the recessive, it has the seed color was green. color of flower was violet and the color here was white. So these were the 7 contrasting characters. What are the contrasting characters here? Contrasting characters means the characters which always appear in two opposing conditions. So these were the contrasting characters which he chose for his experiments. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you what are the contrasting characters. Contrasting characters. The characters which always appear in two opposing conditions. The characters which always appear in two opposing conditions. Okay, so these characters are known as contrasting characters, where which characters Mendel chose for his experiment. Now we will talk about Mendel's monohybrid cross. Okay, Mendel's monohybrid cross. Mendel's monohybrid cross. Okay, monohybrid cross means here the plant was taken from the one species with the one characteristics only. One special character was taken here. So in this topic, which character was taken? That was the shape of the seed. Monohybrid means one special character was chosen for the cross fertilization or for the cross pollination. Okay, so here we can say that monohybrid cross means the cross in which one character is chosen. The cross in which one character is chosen. Okay, so here Mendel chose what? He chose the shape of the seed. Okay, so here, as I have already told you about the contrasting traits, means contrasting characters. So here, as I told you that shape of the seed, round or wrinkled. So first, if we talk about this character only, so let me define you. He took a plant, one from the male plant from round seed and female plant from wrinkled seed. Okay, so in this monohybrid cross, we will do the I'll explain you the experiments of Mendel in which he chose one character, that was shape of seed. He took the male plant with round seed and female plant with the wrinkled seed. So let me define you. We will look here. Monohybrid cross. Here we can mention male plant of round seed and female plant of wrinkled seed. Okay, so here we will represent them with round seed means capital R and wrinkled seed means small r. Okay, when the cross was done between the round seed and wrinkled seed means when the pollens were taken from the flower of male plant which has round seed. Okay, and then when these pollen were sent to the flower of female plant which has wrinkled seed. Okay, so due to the cross pollination, here I should mention cross pollination, he got F1 generation which carried both the characters. Okay, this was F1 generation. F1 generation. Okay, in this F1 generation, here we can see that the capital R is dominant. Okay, means the plant has seed with the round shape. Okay, means the in the F1 generation, whatever plants he got, it has seed of round shape because here the capital R is dominant. So here we can write that all plants with round seed. Okay, in the F generation all plants were of round seed. Fine. Then when he let the flowers, let them do the cross pollination. Okay, when he allowed the cross pollination in the F1 generation, then what was the result of it? The gametes of it will be capital R and small r. These were the gametes for the F2 generation. Okay, when the self pollination will be done, here let me mention self pollination. As I told you that here let me mention female plant and here male plant. These are the gametes of, here it is male plant and here female. Okay, when the self pollination is done, then what happens? This R and this R forms the new plant which has all the seeds of round shape. When this R and this R do the cross pollination, then it again forms, here the capital R is dominant, so we can see the again plants will be round, plants will have round seeds. Okay, here round, again round seeds. When the cross pollination, when the pollination will be there in the female and male, here the R and R, again the capital R is dominant, so it will be round seed. It will have round seed. When the pollination will be done between this female gamete and this male gamete, then it will appear both the gametes will have small r, means it will have wrinkled seed. Here wrinkled seed. Okay, so what is the result of monohybrid cross fertilization? So here we can see that if we will go to the F2 generation, okay, what we will find that all the plants will have round seeds. Only one plant will have wrinkled seed. So if we talk about phenotype means outer physical appearance. Okay, so according to this physical appearance, we can see that here R, capital R, capital R, capital R means here in three conditions it has round seeds. So phenotype will be 3:1, means 3 will be round, 3 plants will have round seeds and 1 plant will have wrinkled seed. Okay, but if we talk about genotype, genotype means the genes which it carry. So here we can see that this plant has completely what? It has completely capital R genes, means it is pure plant, which is pure in round shape. So genotype will be, genotype means which actually contains, which is based on the type of the gene. So here we can mention it will be 1, means 1 is the completely round seed. Okay, ratio 2, here we can see 2 will be hybrid, 1 ratio 2, and 1 will be the completely wrinkled seed. Okay, so genotype will be 1 ratio 2 ratio 1. So this is all about the Mandel's monohybrid cross. Hope everything is clear to you. If you want to note it down, you can. Hope this monohybrid cross of Mandel experiment is clear to you. Thank you.